Alright, we got another matchup here. This time I think this game will go a little bit better for me. I think this is a little bit more evenly matched. I will be going up against the No Diff Unks, and I think my squad can handle this team. We'll see. Route 66, map we haven't seen a whole lot of. I think we've seen it a couple times. Escort to start. I will be on defense. Let's see if I can hold a little bit better against this team. Then AI was a terrifying prospect, and I didn't really want to go up against them, but I got the band-aid ripped off, so now I don't have to see them at all for the rest of the 5 weeks. And everyone else has to deal with the terrorism that team will commit on their squads. And people will probably be trading to try to figure out some compositions to deal with it, because that is brutal. Brutal. But I will be maintaining my squad for the whole season. I'm not getting mixed up in that trade shenanigans. I'm just going to go with what I have and hope for the best. Obviously, those high-powered DPS teams are going to be real rough to go up against. I think this squad, I think No Diff Unks, I think I should be able to beat. I think my Mauga squad, I have some pretty high hopes for them. I'm good confidence. Hey, no! Out! Hey, out! Okay, sorry about that. Got some dog-on-dog violence, and I gotta prevent that from happening. Okay. Looks like Unks are actually diffing my team a little bit here. It's Cassidy putting on a clinic with Orisa. Okay, don't try to open my door. Don't try to open my door. Because there's a trash in front of it to keep Oakley from opening it. He tried opening my door. Good night. Alright, we got another fight coming in between No Diff Unks and Blazing Magi here. Whoop. See Mercy going down here. The usual suspect for deaths on my side. Almost thinking of just dropping her. I think Mercy might be the most useless hero in this game. Okay. No Diff Unks looking like a solid roster though. All around. Mercy? Damage boosting my...
Breakfast at 8:15.
Breakfast at 8:15, okay. However, very good stuff by No Diff Unks here. Zoning my squad out. Cassidy, Widowmaker putting in work here. Orisa also putting in a lot of work. Alright, here we come for a re-engage here. Mercy gonna go down first, and Widowmaker getting a couple picks there with Cassidy. Proving why she is actually pretty solid damage hero. My Mauga is gonna fall here. Don't know why he cage fought. Bit of an odd use of that. However, it's going to keep them from really pushing forward here. They got 2 on cart. They might be able to just push this in. I don't think there's going to be a recontest for my squad. Yes, Blazing Magi are struggling a bit here on the defense. Oh, okay, they are going to come in after they take, though. Mercy Moira getting really low. Moira is going to fall. And no Diff Unks. Oh, Mercy's going to go down. Cassidy's getting real low, and he will fall. However, Orisa and Mauga both going to fall, and Widowmaker, last one up, she will drop as well. No Diff Unks doing a good job to get to where they're at the moment. EMP coming through, plus the Sojourn ult. However, it's going to be diffed by a Coalescence. So, Mercy's going to come into res, but I think that's a little bit ill-advised. So I think they're just going to die again. Yep. And that will be a continue push by No Diff Unks if they grab the point. My team has yet to see anything that's not payload orientated, and I think that's where we're going to excel, so a bit of a rough start for the RNG of Overbots for me personally, but I don't know, maybe we won't excel there either. Maybe Mercy is just so bad that I should drop her immediately. She seems to just die first every fight. Not do much about her deaths either. Here comes my squad's last attempt at a defense. We are able to pick up the horse. We can do this without dropping too many others. We're going to be in a good spot here to get a little bit of a hold going. Widowmaker behind us, but we're not too worried about that. Sojourn going to put the damaging field on her. No Diff Unks. Pushing that payload. We are going to eventually get on her. And Cassidy going to get dropped here. Squad looking like a team right now as Mauga is just running it down main. Absolutely smashing No Diff Unks. Cassidy gonna go down very, very quickly there. The horse getting down to half. It's gonna. Mauga's also getting very low though. I think they're both gonna die. Mercy get the res though. That's huge for my squad. Why does he ult there? What a weird ult from Mauga. Doesn't seem to matter though. My squad will clean up those kills. A little bit of a stressor at first, but we are now in control over the Unks. I'm feeling it. Cassidy gonna drop there. Very strong offense from Unks, but I think we might be able to shut this down right here, right now. Naga gets jabbed. Mercy's gonna get 1v1'd. Oh no. Mercy, what are you doing? She's gonna pop her ult. Getting on her Sombra, helping her Sombra out. Sombra's gonna push out Orisa, and actually, in the back line, Mauga just putting in work with Soj. No Diff Unks. I don't know where Orisa's going. Going on the longest flanking play I've ever seen. Mercy might get caught out by her though. Could be huge for No Diff Unk. No Diff Unks. Gonna push back this Mauga. Mauga's gonna go in on the Orisa. Mercy's gonna get picked off in the backline though, most likely. She is very well exposed. I have to tell my group of D&D players that I cannot play D&D tomorrow because I have a birthday party to attend to. No Diff Unks. We're pushing, but they didn't quite get on the payload. It was a 2v3, so No Diff Unks did have a chance at winning that, but they just don't touch. Very, very, so far close first map. Not as close as I'd like it to be. I thought my Mauga Sojourn team would be goated, but we are currently struggling for our lives. Team not quite as good as I was hoping. Don't know if I should drop the Mercy or keep her. I think I'm gonna keep her. Just gonna hope for the best. And like I said, I should just stick to my guns for the season. It's fun to watch these series, especially because most of these teams are not insanely good, and so there's a lot of parity in what can happen, it seems. Like, for instance, that was a very good push from this Unk squad. Able to deal with that Mercy quite quickly sometimes, as we've had problems keeping her alive in many of these series. To be frank, here we come again. Mercy going to go down again, isn't she? Unfortunately, she just gets diffed so quickly. Able to make some trades happen here, but I don't think they favor us. The horse, proving why she is a tough nut to crack. Mercy getting a res. She does res Sombra. I think Mercy's just gonna die for that. Unfortunately, a little bit of a throw there. Cassidy just fanning the hammer. Now we're gonna res the Mauga in the front line. Gonna try to get on this Cassidy. A little bit of damage coming out here, but can we push through this? Mercy going down again. Sojourn putting in work with Mauga. We need to push this payload though. No one is on the cart. There we go. Horse putting in some work. Going toe to toe with the Maugster. She will eventually fall. Got a lot of card stall off of me there. It's gonna take some time to get around this corner. We're gonna have to win. Hopefully just one more fight. Maybe two. Sombra hacking some health packs. Making it a little bit harder for this squad to grab them when they need them. This is the javelin just straight out. They're gonna hop down on my Mercy. Hopefully my Mercy just doesn't immediately. Oh no 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 no. Mercy is gonna go down here, unfortunately. However, that Moira is traded out. And Cassidy ult is expended. Just to gain a little bit of space there for no Diff Unks. And here comes the wall hacks ult. And Sombra is just gonna die, doing her own little thing. I don't exactly know what the song and dance is here for the Blazing Magi, as we are kind of just all split up diabolically. Can we get on this? No, we cannot finish that Cassidy, and Mauga instead will fall. A lot of damage coming through there. Mercy's gonna feed. Oh my gosh, Mercy, you fool, you fool. She runs with her pistol and dies for what, chat? And we're gonna get full hold by this team. So actually, not sure if it was AI being good or my team just being atrociously bad. Wow. And that'll just be it. Unless a pick comes in through for my squad, but I don't think that's coming, man. We are not on the cart, and that will likely just be it. Oh, wait. Sojourn on point? We're pushing. Okay. So glad Sojourn touched right there. Hopefully they all have movement abilities, though. I'm a little worried they're all going to use them at the same time to get off. Okay. Big slam. And that is going to be the first point finally going in our favor there. A little bit stressful, but we do get the job done. No diff unks looking fairly strong here. Stronger than they did against Moldy Milkers. I think Moldy Milkers and AI might be our top teams now. Two of the bottom squads from last season elevated quite heftily to the top. Rissa gonna push in here all alone. She does get a little bit shredded here. I think she will maybe go down, maybe. Not quite. Staying alive. Mercy's probably gonna fall first. Oh wow, Sojourn actually goes first. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. In a fight where we spend 2 ults, we still managed to lose it. A little bit rough there for the Blazing Magi. As No Diff Unk starting to look like a team to be reckoned with. Moldy Milkers beat them. I thought it was because they were bad, but it seems like Moldy Milkers are actually just a very good team. And maybe this No Div Unks is a fairly solid one. Especially if we lose this here. It's going to feel like they're a solid one. Big ult by the horse. And the combination with the... Oh my word. Brutal combo. They unfortunately will not have that garbage for my next fight against them. Hoping my squad can put together some good hefty team fight wins. We're gonna need about 2 to get through this, especially in overtime. Probably just be 2. They're a little bit split here, so this is a good time to come in and kill them. We're gonna get on this Widow. And Widow should fall here. Rissa could stagger out for quite a bit. You just gotta hope we can actually pick up this kill before things get too ugly. Oh boy, Sojourn goes down. Hopefully Mercy can pick up the res. I'm hoping Mercy goes for the res here. She doesn't. Oh no, 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 no. That's gonna lead to us losing. Wow, we lose because Orisa just stays alive on the point. And that is going to be it. Unks taking the first map. My team, somehow, even when I get the Mauga on my squad, somehow they're just garbage. I don't quite understand it. Just doesn't seem to put in enough work. Circuit Royale. Gosh dang it. Can I just get a gosh dang cough map? I'm so many payload maps, and I think all of these don't favor the Mauga because of the way the Mauga plays. I would just die for one Koth map, chat. Alright, well, here we go again. Hoping Blazing Magi can get a dubskis here. We have been struggling so far in Overbot Season 2. Nothing new for the Blazing Magi. We're used to this. Somehow, even with Mauga in our roster, we're still struggling. Sojourn definitely was a bright spot on our squad, so I don't think I can blame Sojourn. It's got to be the Mercy and the Sombra, just not quite doing it for my squad. I think this No Diff Unks is a quite solid squad. We got the same setup too. We We got a 1-2-1 going on for each of our teams. I don't think either of our teams look bad per se. Mercy just looks bad, and Cassidy is so good. Cassidy was playing against a squad with 3 tanks earlier, and it caused him to struggle a bit, but against a squad that has squishies on it, he does tend to go crazy. I'm thinking in Overbot's future, a lot of the first round drafts will go. I think Bastion and Torb will probably be the first 2 picks very often. I think Magi should be up there too, and some of the better tanks, such as Orisa. Oh my word. And then I think the majority of the picks after that should probably just be tanks. But getting it down to a science, I guess, can make it a little bit stale. And no Diffunks, just putting in work. So much damage can come out of the squad, as you can see with the Orisa, with the Cassidy, with the Widowmaker. Moira not so much, but you don't need her to be doing too much damage when the rest of your squad just cooks in the way it does. Mercy's going to fall here. That'll be a team fight victory. Fairly easy here for the side of no Diffunks. Mercy, just feeding in. What is my squad doing, man? They look like they don't know what they're doing. Widow popping off. Widow getting kills. Suddenly they're already on this 3rd checkpoint. My team has very little to show for it. I don't think we've even built up an ult yet. We are getting fried by no unks. By no Diffunks. Somehow Mercy always just the first one to fall in these fights. Every single fight I've had in Widowmaker, doing what she does best, just getting pick after pick. I think Widowmaker a bit slept on last season. I don't think she was quite worthy of not making a team at some points. Impossible. Cash will go down. And well, alright. Like, she probably was a bench player, don't get me wrong, but I don't think she deserved to be the down and out hero, because I think she actually is quite good in some circumstances. Alright. Looks like we're gonna get full pushed here by the squad. Once again, it doesn't even look close, really. No Diff unks are kind of just absolutely frying us. And the huge high noon by Cassidy to put the nail in the coffin here on this escort. This is looking like a 2 lead for no Diff unks. I just want to stop getting escort and payload maps. It's really miserable for my team. But such goes the way of overbots. When you can't pick your maps, you get some weird ones. Let me make sure all the other maps are on, because sometimes it just isn't feeling that way, is it? Yeah, we should be getting all of them. Yeah, but it's only been hybrid and escort for what feels like forever now, so. And it creates these extra long series, even in 3-0 circumstances. That can make me a little bit irritable. Alright. Blazing Magi versus No Diff Unks. Going quite a different way than I anticipated here. Kind of expected my team to show up for this one, but still seems like we're sleeping a little bit. Sigma, the only character in Overbots without a team currently. Looking mighty fine in comparison to what I'm seeing here with Mercy today. Might see a drop of Mercy. She seems to be quite useless as a free kill. Oh my word, Cassidy and Widowmaker just tearing my team apart. Hit scan gods coming through. Mercy gonna get immediately picked off again as she runs out here for no reason. Yeah, a character as useful as Mercy when she's not rezzing or healing can be a bit rough to have on your squad at times, I feel like. Especially when all she does is seemingly die first in every fight and not play safe. Mercy kind of playing in a spot where they... Well, now they see her. She will eventually go down there. This is looking like a No Diff Unks full hold, if I had to say. As Malco without the Zen, just looking kind of sad. Without his Zen and his Tor, or Zen and his sword behind him. Just not quite doing what he once was. People say I was wrong for choosing Cass for this, but basically drafted for both of these teams here, and the dice rolls got Cass actually, and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of big. And then we got Widowmaker, and I was like, ah, that's actually kind of big too. I think these heroes are a little bit better than people give them credit for. And then now we're seeing that in full effect, as they are single-handedly like stomping my team. Cassidy is doing the Lord's work for No Diff Unks. And I'm going to see if my team can finally get a point. It's been a bit rough. I mean, we did get the first point on Route 66, but it just looked so ugly on our attack. There were times when they would just come in and press Q and we would die. That could be what is about to happen right here, as they have a lot of their ultimates and we do not have many of ours. Mercy's going to go down here because Mercy is a little bit of a fool, and that's going to be the combo that we have seen previously coming out from No Diff Unks. We do have an ultimate online for Sojourn. Malga getting somewhat close to his, but on the other side we do have Coalescence and wall hacks. Wall hacks are fairly strong here. Malga might go down here. He actually lives by some miracle. So my squad actually getting a dubskis here. Mercy, can we res it? We do res that, that's big. Keep our front line intact here. And we get the kill on the Cass. So we are on the point. Hopefully we don't get off of it for OT. Okay, we're good. So we will have the touch, and we should get this first point, but man, Is it rough out here for us? Mauga's doing a little spin move up there. And we will get the payload in here. However, the time bank advantage for No Diff Unks looks so crazy. Here comes the ultimate from Mauga. Big EMP. Don't know if we're going to combo. We are going to combo off of that. Oh my word. Sombra with a 3k. Can't we just touch the gosh dang payload, chat? Whatever. Two are going to get on eventually. We need to hurry this up if we want to finish the map. It's been rough for my team so far. Hoping we can see a little bit better of a push here. Sojourn just fully getting the... Mercy getting a little bit cut off from her squad here. She will eventually go down. Cassidy could follow though soon, maybe. Well, Mauga's stuck. That's not good. That will lead to my team losing that team fight. And we are very... There's a very non-zero chance that we are going to be down 0-2 after this map. Very good chance, actually. I'm just hoping for different map types. Because I'm so tired of seeing hybrid and escort. Perhaps where my team is going to perform the worst on during the season, we'll have to see. Seems to be true so far. Mercy's just a little bit stuck back there, man. Here we go. Now she's moving up. Wow, you gotta be kidding me. Mercy get the rest she does. Let Sojourn do it again. She will get the res and finish off the Orisa. Good res, Mercy. Mercy might just die for the majority of the time, but if she gets that res, allows my Sojourn to finally finish off the horse. Okay, are we gonna touch here? That's the brutal part about this. Okay, we do remember to touch in time. There will be another fight. They have the Orisa. They have the combo that we've seen so many times before. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, that's over. That is going to be 2-1, or 2-0, I mean. Going the way of No Diff Unks. And if it's another payload map, I think this is just curtains, but if we can get something else, I think we have a pretty good chance of winning any other map, to be honest. But these, the payload maps have been rough. Really, really bad for my team. Alright, let's see what we are rolling into here. Okay, we can't do circuit again. Doesn't work like that. Really like circuit today. Okay, so no circuit. Kings Row, bro, another payload map. This is absurd. This is actually absurd. Okay, let me go turn back on settings, maps. Let me go turn back on circuit. It can be played in other series, just not this one, not twice in a row. Okay. Just really like circuit today, and it really likes all the payload maps. So we are going to be on Kings Row. Unfortunately for my team, who has been struggling against the squad on all hybrid and escort, we are going to yet another hybrid, which is making this series get exponentially longer. Mercy just pocketing Soj as I was hoping she would do. This composition, it doesn't seem to be working very well though, as Soj doesn't seem to be getting the damage when Mercy is just dead. No, lay down, lay down. My dog is whining at me. Not a good time. Alright, here come no diff unks. Very, very strong team thus far. Widowmaker is going to fall. So is Mercy, though. It's a 2-for-2 trade, and that means that none other than no diff unks are up because Magi is just a little bit brain dead. Okay, that is going to result in no diff unks taking point A here. Team very good at dismantling mine, frankly. Maybe I have been... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to assess the value of this Mercy. A huge slam coming in from Mauga. Mercy's still falling first. Fortunately, wow, Mauga going down is really not good, as now my Soj and Sombra just have to back off. Alright, here comes Mauga. He's gonna get this contest. Can he do anything else other than contest, though? Mercy going to die first yet again. Not sure how she manages to die first in every single fight. I'm not gonna lie, guys. She's very good at dying so fast. And this is looking like it's going to be a full push. Probably a 3-0 stomp for no diff unks, as they do get 3 back-to-back payload maps and hybrid against my team, which, like I said before, I don't think this is where we excel on any Koth or Flashpoint or push or any of that stuff. I think we'd be a lot better, but here I just don't see it. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. However, seeing as Mercy's usually just dead, I think that favors us. As all the ults are up for no diff unks. Aimbot will come, or wall hacks, excuse me. Do manage to pick up the Soj, and that's going to be a big ultimate from Cassidy. As eventually they will fall. I think they're going to push after this Mercy too. Getting really aggressive here. They will get the Mercy. The Widow. And we only have about one more contest. But this one is pretty much curtains. As no diff unks just seem to have our number today. As well as pretty much getting favored on all these maps, I feel like. Alright. Wow. Widowmaker putting in work here. Trades out, but this corner could be good for me. Well, unless Widowmaker just kills pink things. Oh my word, Widowmaker gets one. But she will follow the Soj. Mercy gonna waste that res a little bit on the Mauga. Their team will be back in here shortly. Ursa's gonna fall here, feeds a little bit. However, Soj is gonna die. Not exactly great. Mercy's gonna go down too. But we still have our Mauga up, and I think that gives us a huge advantage. They don't have tank presence anymore. And I'm feeling a little bit stronger here. So Cassidy will fall here as he feeds in. Widowmaker too. Never mind, Widowmaker actually manages to live there. And instead, my whole team will just fall over. Wow, okay. truly surprising here. As no Devonks just seem to have my number, as well as the maps in their favor. I don't know how this is happening, but I don't think, I think I'm yet to see a map for my squad that is not escort or hybrid, and it's kind of tilting a little bit because I think my team would be a lot better on other game modes. I'm under the impression that they would be anyways. I could be dead wrong. Because Magi, I think, has usually excelled on the Koth maps. Maybe Mercy would die a little less there. I'm not sure though. She might just do the same thing she's doing right now. Alright, we will... Well, time will tell. The Blazing Magi can come up with a map win. It's really surprising how bad Mauga has been. Especially since what we saw from him last season. He is a reigning champ in Overbots, however. Now he's on a Blazing Magi team that just can't seem to get its stuff together. Yeah. Alright, here we come. Okay, Moira for Mercy. Here to start, but wow. Just the damage coming out onto the Mauga is insane. And the way the Orisa is able to just somehow stay up through all of the damage coming her way is quite good too. Fortunately, when you have that much focus fire going onto your Mauga, he's not going to live for very long when his Mercy is dead. Sojourn's going to probably die here. Just get a little bit overzealous. Well, actually, okay. Oh no. Okay, never mind. Okay, what? Nothing. That's what. So my team just gets repelled again, and this is looking very much like a 3-0 victory for no Devonks. No Devonks. Looking fairly solid, despite getting 3-0'd. Here they are 3-0ing me. Mercy just always first to fall, and I just don't get it. I just don't understand. To be fair, their Moira is usually the first to fall on their side too, so I think it's just a support thing, to be fair. Something to do with how the bots focus supports. They just really like shooting them. Really like shooting supports. Okay. Looks like we're probably going to lose this fight and maybe the next one because of these ults. Mauga just getting away from the squad is just always such a bad thing. And we're staggering a bit in my team. Feeling a little bit tilted. Just how much we've lost today. About to go 0-6 in maps. Definitely not winning this one. Blazing Magi just look really inept out there right now. Do I have them on? I think I do have them on aimbot. But I'm just surprised about just how bad my team has been. I did not expect this with the Mauga. I thought for sure we would win some fights just off the back of Mauga, but here we are losing to no diff unks very handily on all these escort and hybrid maps. Wondering if we would have better luck if this was a Koth map, or if it would be much of the same. Because surely it wouldn't be that different, right? Anyways, we do get this Moira. Mercy's gonna be the first to fall on our side, and Orisa just putting in work. Widowmaker also putting in work, and we're just getting fried. As I think Widowmaker's just one of those underrated picks, and we are gonna get 3-0'd by no diff unks. That is crazy. I did not expect that at all. Thought my team would have a better time against this team, but I think we almost got stumped harder against this team at times than AI. And that will likely just be it